Huh?
I am the tips of Christmas past.
Ho, ho, ho. I am the tips of Christmas present.
I am the tips of...
Look out, there's a black woman coming. Ah!
God blesses everyone.
Stuart says, you doing anything for New Year's Eve? No, sadly, my wife has to work right in the middle of this week, a big like string of days. So she goes to work early in the morning. So we can't really do anything for New Year's Eve. We're gonna be like, normal day. She has to work the next day. It is what it is. If she wasn't working, maybe we would have done something, but we can't. Drew Corporation, I don't know about this. He goes, at 75 goals, could the community pick a Street Fighter character for you to take to Master? I think that'd be fun to do. Here's the problem with your idea. It's not a simple reward that we can just do. Taking a character to Master in Street Fighter takes a considerable amount of time investment. We're talking several streams of casual play to learn the basics of the character, then grinding through the ranks of rank. You're talking essentially probably 10 to 20 hours of gameplay. That's anywhere from 3 to 10 streams. I don't think that's viable. That's a big ask for a reward. That's bigger than a marathon, bigger than a DSP tries it, bigger than multiple DSP tries it, right? That's too much of a time investment. And then on top of that, unfortunately, taking a character now, that's going to be a bigger endeavor than it was when I was taking characters to Master 1 to 2 years ago. Why? Because now everyone's a tryhard. Literally, the people who are left playing Street Fighter 6 are tryhards. They sit around playing endlessly. They literally have their mains, right? And they know every nuance of the game. I mean, you saw I wasn't playing for months. I came back, and all of a sudden, everyone knew every little fucking trap and new setup. And I was like, dude, so I can't just play every once in a while? Like, I'm not allowed to just jump into Street Fighter 6 and have a night where I play. I'm supposed to be fucking micromanaging or micro-analyzing the game at every moment to know every nuance of every fucking thing. It's just stupid. Not everyone wants to be a fucking try-hard, over-the-top pro tournament player. Some people just want to fucking have some casual play every once in a while. But the game literally doesn't let you play casually, you see? So, for me to take a character to Master would be a huge endeavor at this point. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't think that's viable, to be frank with you. And on top of that, how much of my audience cares about Street Fighter 6? Maybe like 20%? So you're asking me to invest an insane amount of time to bring a character to Master when only a small percentage of the viewers care. I don't think it's viable, being, honest with you. Burger Sandwich says, for a reward, would you consider doing a panel show with friends of the show, like Worski, Keemstar, Tolo, Brian on the state of the gaming industry in 2025? Well, what you're saying, okay, here's what I like about your suggestion. It's something new and different. Do a show where I invite guests on to talk about the state of gaming. The question is, does anyone care, right? Like, for what you just suggested, maybe having one or both of the guys from Kino Casino on as guests on the show, that would be cool. Having a conversation with Keemstar, but it would have to be something that he benefits from. Like, when he appeared on my show last, it benefited him in a huge way because it was like squashing this beef, changing the way that people looked at both of us, quite frankly, I actually feel like it put him in a really positive light and helped him out with his show, which he was trying to get attention on and everything. And, that benefited him. How does it benefit him to do a show talking about the gaming industry? Doesn't do a gaming show. Right? So I don't know. Like, I like the idea. I don't know if the guests that you're mentioning are the people to have on the show. So the question is, who would be good guests for the show, right? We figure that out. Blacky Cat, no one wants. Why not do a gaming show with popular personalities like Asmongold and XQC? Oh, you're right. I mean, I should just do a show tomorrow that has Mr. Beast on it, right? Why not? I'll get Logan Paul next week. How about that? Sounds like a good plan, right? Simple. Right. And while we're at it, why not have Taylor Swift sing in the background? And, well, Ryan Reynolds come and he'll dress as Deadpool. Sounds like a great idea. This is, very viable stuff for a small-time YouTuber like me. Are they really? Black Sky says they're shutting down Friday the 13th the game tomorrow. The next day. It is what it is. If she wasn't working, maybe we would have done something, but we can't. When will we get the beard streak? I have no idea what you're talking about. What the hell's a beard streak? Any way that we can have a penne point system back? The problem with that, quite honestly, all right, on Twitch, the penne point system was built into Twitch itself. Twitch actually purchased their own IRC client. For those who don't know, Internet Relay Chat is a chat program that has been around since the 1990s, okay? It's really old. But they bought their own servers, they bought their own system, and integrated it into their site. When you're chatting on Twitch, you're actually using Internet Relay Chat, but it's their own catered version. They had coders literally program in special things for it, all right? And the penne point system, or it's supposed to be channel point system, was one of them. That it would be automatically done and calculated for you and all these things running. It's a really good system. Literally no one else has integrated anything like that into their chat. YouTube never did. Kick doesn't have it. It's kind of sad. I wish they did. You know, the fact that Kick copied Twitch so badly, you would think they would actually have it, but that's one of the things they don't. So when I moved from Twitch to YouTube in 2021, I looked into it. It is doable. The only way you can do it is using bots. And what the bots would do is rank people on how much you're watching the certain person or how much you're in chat. And then it could rank you off of that and give you points. The problem is literally the entire thing would be run by bots. So imagine on any given stream, we've got 30 active chatters, and out of that, 10 people always are just using the bots to mess with the points. This person's checking their points. This person's redeeming points. This person points to points to points. Imagine if the chat was just a million bot messages about penne points, right? That's what it would be. Instead of being nicely integrated seamlessly into the chat like it is on Twitch, it would just be bots spamming messages all over the place, and no one really liked bot spam, right? So I opted against it. One thing I might do is look into Kickbot, which is basically Nightbot, but for Kick. I never really looked into it. But outside of that, yeah, it sucks. I really wish someone would implement it. YouTube and Kick have not implemented a system like that. It's kind of weird. All right, well, guys, we have about another 15 minutes before we start with Marvel Rivals, but we need to pick a character. We need to select the first character. Who is going to step up and select the first character for us? Who's going to do it? I told you, it's $20. You pick the character, right? We need it. Right now, we have only $10 of support on the show. We obviously got to do better than that. So who's going to do it? Beaver to the $1.50 and says, is this enough for Black Widow? Because I want to see you try her with mouse and keyboard. No, it's $1.50. I said $20, not $1.50. There's a small discrepancy there. It's called $18.50. So pony it up. Pony it up. You know, and then we'll get Black Widow going. And I'd be happy to try Black Widow on mouse and keyboard. I really would. Maybe I'm going to suck, or maybe it'll be better. I don't know. We won't know until you pay another $18.50. Okay. All right. So come on, let's get some momentum here. All right. First of all, let's get more than just one person with a sub on Kick. Let's get more than a $2 super chat. Let's get more than $1.50 a tip. Let's get it going. Let's get some contributions rolling. Noble Time says when you hit diamond rank, teams can agree to ban 2 characters per match. Almost everyone bans Hawkeye. That's a weird mechanic. Someone tipped $1.50, says, how come you were never really interested in simulation games like city building, life sim, economy management? Now that you have your PC, it opens up a world of possibility for sim games. I think you just answered the question. There's 2 factors involved. Factor number 1 is that when I began as a content creator or YouTuber, I was covering all the hot new games, and most of them were console games, okay? Reason being, that was the market on YouTube. The market on YouTube was appealed to teenagers. Teenagers wanted to see Call of Duty. They wanted to see Assassin's Creed. They wanted to see Street Fighter. They didn't, like, the market was there for PC gaming, but that wasn't the market that I was going to be able to appeal to. You see, I wasn't heavily into PC gaming, so I needed to appeal to a more casualized gaming crowd. Number one. Number 2, for the last decade, I haven't been able to do PC gaming seriously because I didn't have a setup for it. Now I do. Now I have a dual PC setup where I can actually game and stream it. And, now I can do it. But now the question is, I've been removed from PC gaming for a decade. Does any of my audience care about PC games? And the answer, sadly, is I don't think so, but maybe moving forward. But, for example, I played Path of Exile 2 because everyone demanded I play it because it's such a great game. And no one showed up. Everyone, oh, it's Diablo. Yeah, I knew it was Diablo. Like, that's what everyone told me. So why did people demand that I play it and then not show up? That's exactly what happened. Let's see here. I received a $1.85 tip from Beaver Bother. Now can you play Black Widow? No. That's another $1.85. So now we're at what, like $3.50? Not even. You didn't even hit $3.50 yet. You're not even at $3.50, but you think that you're going to select a character. You're just going to circumvent the system. That's not how it works. Beaver Bother, at this rate, you're going to end up paying $20 anyway, so you might as well just drop the rest. Just do it and just pick the character. Just stop being so stingy. All right. All right, I guess we'll end the show, but I guess I have no idea what character I'm going to use. I guess I'm just going to sit at the character select. We're going to do. We're just going to sit there and stare at the screen. All right, anyway, guys, on tomorrow's show, it will be a good one because it's our final show of 2024. We will talk all about how the year went, a little bit of a retrospective, if you will, about 2024.